Good morning, happy Sunday, happy July 4th weekend, and welcome to episode 18 of Weekend Facial Plastics. Today's topic is going to be a very common theme from the office this week, and that's of tactical empathy, made popular by a former FBI negotiator, Chris Voss. Very simply speaking, tactical empathy is our ability to understand the perspectives and emotions of the other person. So in the office this week, we've been busy with patients who are catching up on their Botox and fillers that they weren't able to get during the shutdown, as well as new patients who realized during the shutdown that they're ready to have their cosmetic surgery done. The truth about cosmetic surgery is that it's about transformation. The purpose is to make a change, and not everybody is comfortable with change. Sometimes it's really hard when our significant others are not able to be as supportive as we want them to be. I've had multiple conversations this week, and some of them may sound familiar. I want to have filler done, but my partner is not supportive. I'm ready to have my facelift done, but my partner won't allow it. I want to have my Botox done, but my partner doesn't understand it and therefore doesn't support it, and therefore I feel the need to hide it from them. The response is very frequently, I love you exactly how you are. You don't need to make a change. And isn't this a beautiful sentiment? Doesn't everybody love this type of language? And it really comes down to how you define love. Very common definition and understanding is accepting somebody for exactly who they are, all of the good and all of the bad. The issue with this situation is that exactly who you are may be somebody who wants to have a change. And change doesn't have to be dramatic, but nonetheless, it's change. And it's hard when you feel like the people who are supposed to unequivocally love you and support you are not able to show up for this. And this is where tactical empathy comes into play. One of the strongest motivators for how we think and behave is fear. Specifically, it's fear of loss. Even more specifically, it's fear of loss of power or control. Humans will die for this. Countries will go to war for this. So is it so unreasonable to think that your partners are also acting on these same emotions? Perhaps they fear you changing because, as you know, when we change, we're not able to always take people with us. This is a very extreme example, but a simple Botox treatment may be a manifestation of loss of power over who you are. They fear about you changing into a different person. They fear your motivations. Maybe you're unhappy with your life. You're unsatisfied, and maybe that includes your relationships. Or they fear a bad result. And what's really the issue is them knowing that even a simple Botox and filler treatment, if done poorly or overdone, can have a negative outcome, and they're trying to protect you from those type of things. The underlying issues here are very frequently fear and communication. If having Botox and fillers or cosmetic surgery is going to make you feel complete, empowered, you're doing it for yourself, you want the outside to reflect the inside, and you're improving something that bothers you, then I wish for you all of the love and support to be surrounding you that is humanly possible. However, you may find out that that's not the natural state. That's not an easy place to bring your partners and your family and your significant relationships into understanding how you feel and also accepting their fears. So what I always recommend when these type of issues come up is communication. Difficult conversations to explain what your motivations are, explain how you feel, and allow them to express their fears back to you and talk about these type of things. If you've ever run into these conversations, if you've ever had to deal with these issues and you feel comfortable, I'd love for you to share below with the rest of the listeners. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday.